I can't believe how this season has started. These are uncharted waters for us in SuperCoach. A score of 2,432. I thought it would be a very nice ranking rise, but not this good. Up just under 3k spots into the top 600. First time I've ever been inside the top 1k. This is unreal. Gonna soak it in because we're bound to have some bad luck at some point, but fingers crossed we can keep this up moving forward. In defense, we were loving life with our premiums. Dawson played an absolute blinder, did it all really. Every time he kicked inside 50 he was hitting a target, helped shut down Cripps as well. What a game from Dawson, and icing on the cake, he was our VC. Dacos, he had a career high in touches. Stewart we brought in for Will Day, whose appeal at the tribunal failed. Surprised at that, so his 2-game suspension stood, and I decided to let go of him for Stewart, and he was really good. Found a lot of it early, used the ball really well. We love that. Jimby got subbed out. They say he was managed, but now his break-even's up to an 81, so that's real unfortunate. McKenna got that 55 in 3/4 after he was on donuts at the end of the first. Traded in Judd McVie as a quick cash grab. He was solid. And on the bench, Wilmot, very good. Cowan, that's pretty much what we're expecting from him at this point. Very slow burn. In the midfield, Clary had the quietest start imaginable, but what an effort to Junkie's way to a 115. 20 touches in the last, ridiculous. I'd say that's a win for everyone. Didn't score too high, so that's a good thing for those that don't own him. And the fact that he was able to get to a 115 after the start he had, I'd consider that a win for owners. Laird was an absolute machine. Found so much of it early on. It was really the Dawson and Laird show against Carlton. Bontempelli didn't watch the game, but we love that. Seemed like it could have been more though. Goulden had a blistering start, but unfortunately slowed down. Setterfield, like Oliver, really slow start, but great second half. Tackle machine, definitely take that from him. Hopper didn't slow down in the second half like last week, so we love that. Ashcroft continues to find plenty of it and gets you a solid rookie score every week, so we'll take it. And we had Baker score on field as emergency with our captain Loop. Lost out on rookie roulette there with some DPP switches. Could have had Wilmot on field, but that's fine. Noah Long will take those types of scores, especially when West Coast are getting belted. And Davey, Essendon tweeted that he'd play. Brad Scott said there were no problems with him. Then he got managed, so it is what it is. Ended up keeping him because Mackenzie was named as sub, so I traded him out instead. In the Rucks, Darcy and Marshall took advantage of easier matchups, so that's good. English continues to be a thorn in our side though, so we probably have to look to get him into the team at some point, but not at this stage. Would rather prioritize upgrading the team. And on the bench, Samson Ryan, heard it could have been a lot more, dropped a lot of easy marks, and Richmond used Ben Miller as #1 ruck. Didn't watch the game, but I heard Ryan was the better ruck, so hopefully more opportunity moving forward. And the forward line, Dunkley, finally a big score from him. Taranto has been consistent, real good stuff. Rosie, slow start, spent a lot of time on the bench early on, so that was interesting, but good recovery. Zeeble and Sheasel, they're a package deal in that North defense. Very good from the both. And we won rookie roulette, decided not to take Chandler's 56, fielded Green, and he was really good. Kicked the 3 goals and a class tap behind the head to Tyler Brockman, which resulted in a goal in the 4th quarter. and he's going to make some real good cash now with back-to-back 70s in his system. For trades this week, I know I'm using a boost, I know which 3 I'm trading in. Who we let go of, I'm not 100% sure on. I'm almost certain we're trading out Oscar Baker. Might trade out Chandler. Not entirely sold on it. With Melbourne's upcoming fixture, he could easily have a spike game. But we'll leave him there for now. Jimby's shown he can be a good on-field option, but lately he's looked banged up, he's needed to be managed. And if we're going by break-evens, because my initial plan was to trade out Noah Long, but if we're playing the break-even game, Jimby has to go, unfortunately. Again, I'm not 100% on these 3 being traded out, but we'll leave it as that. 944k to work with, easy upgrade. Tuke Miller comes into the team. Good fixture, has North this week, Richmond the next. I think Melbourne and Hawthorn as well coming up. Matchups aside, I want him in the team. I'd say simplifying my thinking has been a big part in the way I've started the season. Starting the likes of Clary and Dawson, the question I asked was, is he him? Simple answer, yes. Followed it up with, do I want to face the pain of having to bring these players in at some point in the season? No, I don't want to face that pain. So I started them. Of course, you can say the same with so many players, but I'm glad it's worked out with these 2. And the same goes with trading in Tuke. Of course, some matchups are tougher than others, but he's a star, he's going to kill it, and I want him in my team as soon as possible, which will be this week. As for the other 2 I'm trading in, before we do that actually, might do some DPP swinging here to add some flexibility to the team. So we'll go Zeeble into defense, Gordon into the forward line, and that would work out. So first one, we're going with Matt Roberts. Played as the sub in a couple of Sydney's games, got an opportunity in the 22, played well, so hopefully Sydney persist with that. And the other one I'm looking to bring in, Dylan Williams. Probably not the best option, but there aren't too many out there, especially on the bubble. He's been solid in Port's defense, and they're playing Burn Jones up forward now, so I think that bodes well for his job security. But that's the plan at this stage. Baker, Chandler and Jinby to Tuke, Roberts and Dylan Williams, leaving me with 66.2k in the bank. So this will be how the team looks heading into round 6. We have 5 on-field rookies, McKenna, McVie, Ashcroft. Constable is pretty much the loop for anyone in our defense or midfield benches. And up forward, Green or Williams. Sheasel doesn't count, he's a premium at this point. So we do have a couple of weak links, but really happy with our top end. Our premiums in defense, premiums in the midfield. No English is a blemish, but besides that, super happy with how the team looks. Captains this week, I want to use Constable as a rookie loop, so it leaves Madden as our captain loop. GWS play the 3rd match of the round, which leaves me with Bont, Darcy and Rosie as VC options, so Bont it is. As for our captain, we have some good options. Dawson and Laird against Hawthorn, Tuke against North, but can't go past Clary against Richmond. Using Madden as the captain loop pretty much means I'll have to commit to either Williams or Green on field. have to pick between one of them. Not ideal, but that's fine. I'll probably just go green. The constable loop, I think what we'll do with that is, it's pretty much whoever scores better out of Wilmot or Long gets the on-field honours. I don't want to field Cowan at all, so what we'll do here, Long plays first, so we'll see how he goes. We get a second bite of the cherry with Wilmot. If he scores better, we'll move Constable into defence and have him on field. If Long scores better, Constable stays here on field. And I guess we'll just have to choose whether to field McVie or Roberts if Constable gets moved into defence, but we'll cross that bridge when the time comes. Next week I think we'll be looking to bring back Will Day when he returns from suspension. We'll also be looking at the likes of Sicily, Sinclair and Cogs in the coming weeks. We'll see how that all pans out. Anyway, that will do it. Hopefully you all had a great round as well. Good luck to you all for round 6 and see you in the next one.